Hello, everybody. My name is Gio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from the Atlanta System Open. It's a beautiful day here, and we want to welcome you, all 533 of you watching from around the world. Let us know in the chat where you're watching from. We got Scott Collins, the Jawa extraordinaire. If you haven't seen him on Facebook with his awesome Jawa costumes, it's pretty awesome. He likes his cosplay, and he does it well. We actually got a couple of Jawa tokens here that we're going to be giving away during our giveaway section, courtesy of himself. And he's running a TIE Swarm containing Howlrunner, Iden Versio, Sen Marana, Gideon Hask, Wampa, and the Academy Pilot. Then on the right, we got Andy Douglas. Looking here, I can't quite see his shirt. I'm not sure where he's out of. Scott is out of the Atlanta area. He is a local. But Andy running Rebel Beef here. So we got basically Imperial Beef versus Rebel Beef. Which beef will be superior? Who knows? All right, so nice and steady here from Scott. 2 straight, just kind of getting a feel for what's going on. We'll see how he plays it this turn. Beefy Wedgington. Looks like Andy might be out of the Gamers and Geeks game store. Not sure what area that is from. Maybe you guys know. This is a beef battle. This is absolutely a beef battle. We're going to get a lot of use of this overhead cam during this game, just watching the swarm, just kind of seeing where they can and cannot fit. Wampa is number pink there in the bottom left-hand corner. In the middle is Iden in red. Probably should have went with a different color other than red, but it's too late. Can't go back here. TIE fighters count as beef now? I mean, it's enough bodies to be considered beef. Why not? So I want to thank everybody for joining us today and remind you guys that our game is sponsored by Curled Paw Creatives. Use that coupon code Atlanta2019 for 20% off your X-Wing and other game acrylic token needs. It's got all kinds of stuff, guys, and there's no minimum today. So this coupon only happens every once in a while. This is a special event because Andrew is a part of the southeastern United States, and he said, you know what, this is basically our system open. Let's make sure people got a good coupon. Again, 20% off. So taking a look in the chat here, we got people watching from Peru, Washington, the Netherlands, the UK, Worcester, UK, Yorkshire, England, California, Ontario, Connecticut, the Bay, South Bay, Sweden, New Zealand, UK, Canada, Portugal, Houston. It's amazing, amazing. All right, looks like we got some info here on Andy. I see somebody here in the chat saying, Andy's a regular at my local store, Gamers and Geeks in Mobile, Alabama. There you go. Gumboat 2 from Chicago. Who are you, Gumboat 2? Do I know you? Do I know your face? All right, taking a look here at Anton watching from South Africa. Ooh, nice. Hawaii, Germany. We got anybody? Let's see, we need some people from Australia and somebody in Asia, and then we'd have almost all the continents. Cambodia checking in. Beautiful. All right, let's see what Scott's going to do here. Keeping it nice and steady. He's waiting for Andy to come to him. Hyla, Florida. Land of crazy Puerto Ricans. I mean, yeah. We're down under. I'm on the Asian side of Istanbul. Yes, we did it. We're on almost every continent. We did it. Do we know any research scientists in Antarctica? That is really the question, guys. We need to get somebody up there to watch X-Wing so we can have one person in every continent. All right, Wedge, keeping it nice and slow. I'm surprised he's not coming a little faster here to keep pace with the B-Wings. Though I guess he can step on the gas whenever he wants. Antarctica reporting in, Paul. You're joking, right? Barrel here from Wedge. All right, we're back in planning. All right, so let's go ahead and get a poll up here. Let's see what you guys think is going to happen in this game. Scott or Andy? Boom, poll is up. 1 for Scott, the Jawa Flying TIE Fighters, or Andy of Alabama. Type number 2. Who do you think is going to take this game? If you're in the YouTube chat, you want to participate, you can just write Rebels or Imperials. Don't mean to ignore you guys. It's just very difficult to integrate both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You know I love you. So again, 1 is Scott, 2 is Andy. 1 for the Empire, 2 for Rebels. Classic matchup here on Gold Squadron Podcast. So the Atlanta System Open is taking place at MomoCon. So we got some cosplay going around here right now. We got Doctor Strange, and a bunch of Avengers here hanging out. All right, looking at the YouTube chat, looks like we're looking mostly like Rebels right now. Is Atlanta a fun place to visit? I'll be completely honest. You know, when I'm out here working for you guys, I don't really get to visit the city. I come in, basically I get one night on the town, and that's Saturday night. That's tonight. And there's the Atlanta Hawks are throwing a party. We'll be at the party, have a good time, and I'll be rushing home after Sunday. So it looks like Scott is starting to turn his swarm in here. Keeping it nice and easy, just jousting with the B-Wings. We'll keep the poll around alive for about one more round. And that's going to be go time. The Rocker Crocker asking, Dion, are you doing any parades on Monday? No, I'm not. I'm not in charge of the marching band. I just do orchestra, just strings, and I'm very glad for that. Now, we might have some weird reflections during these games. We are in an atrium. It's basically a fancy greenhouse. Lots of glass, lots of windows around, lots of weird light. Not as bad as the last two games, or I guess it was, yeah, round one and round two. All right, looks like we're staying two bank here. Honestly, looking at the formation, this favors Andy because he's gonna be Scott's bringing his swarm in a column. He'll end up having two columns rather than three, and he might be able to range control enough to. He might actually just be able to trade some shots right here in the opening. We'll see. Big Scholar said, I grew up playing the string bass. Lost that as I've gotten old, though. It's never too late to go back, man. Oldest student I've ever had was 87. 87. Never too late. All right, Andy's turn. He's opening S-foils. I'm expecting a pretty aggressive maneuver here. Three bank, maybe? It's going to be close. Seems good. Just a two bank. And out of range. So we got some swarm tactics shenanigans, which is gonna get Sin up to initiative 5. Shooting before the B-wing, 2 dice. 2 hits in the bullseye, so that's gonna convert to a crit. And he will he's gonna use sensibility to cancel the crit. Automatic 1 face down damage below the shields. High runner spending for 2. That was coming from Iden. Able to spend the focus, no damage. So that's Braylon with the white dots. Rocking the red B-wing. He's debating his options here. Braylon can reroll 2 dice when stressed. Up to 2 dice. He's gonna reroll 1, hoping for a focus. Not happening. Spends a focus for 2. Should be only 2 hits there. And safe. Here's 10 up. Nothing there. Gideon firing. He'll get an additional die because of said Morena adding that card in there. Has a Howl Runner reroll and a focus. Hit, crit, crit. Going into 10 nub. That's 3 shields gone. Right away on 10. That's already half points. 24-0. All right, we got 58 minutes. Scott up early here, 24-0. Able to take advantage. You know, I doubted early that that 2-bank, but the range really favored him. Wedge was just out of range. Very nice. A couple people in the chat say, I hate when dice favor one player. I'll be honest, looking at the opening, honestly it was pretty average. Scott had Howl Runner rerolls and focus for all of his shots. And Andy had to, he was able to use Braylin's ability, but, you know, he had limited modifiers. He didn't come in with both, you know, stressed plus a focus. They only had a single modifier each. Now, it's important to note that the Academy and Wampa are here at the bottom of this column. This is going to create a possible issue because these ships don't have the ability to get up in a blocking situation. I'm curious to see how he's going to manage that. He's going to have to go straight. There he goes. Looks like a 3 straight. Ten nubs at half points because he has a damage card and 3 shields off. Okay, Scott keeping the fire line pointed at that 45-degree angle. I'm not sure who's being referred to in the chat, but both these guys are grown men. Just saying. All right, here we go. 3 straight coming from Braylon. Excuse me, that's 10. From 10 nub. It's an aggressive move, getting in Scott's face. Hoping to block up some of these TIE fighters, take away some of that those action. Both these players are 2-0 right now. We're in the 3rd round of the Atlanta System Open. Yes, it is kind of late to be in round 3. We had a bit of a delay, but we're not going to have any other breaks. We're going straight through all 6. He's got to stress these guys to keep them as efficient as possible. There's the focus. He's debating the roll. Rolling to the inside, bottom and down is probably the best choice if you're trying to get a modifier. There you go. I'd probably pull him back as far back as possible. He's choosing to go as far forward. We'll see what he chooses to do with Braylon here. Also a 3 forward. Yeah, I would have liked 10 to go as far back as possible, because here when you barrel roll, if you go as far forward, you might have been able to, if he comes forward and you get a block, by going as far forward as possible, you might be cutting off this arc. Push him back a little bit, he might have a shot, but we'll see what ends up happening. All right, barrel rolling as far back as possible. Three shake coming from Gideon. There's a block right there. It begins the conga train. Now, that block is into Gideon, which means they're going to be trading some range 1 shots from Sen. That is a bullseye shot. It's going to have marksmanship on. Aiden coming next. Also going straight. So Aiden gonna have a range 1 shot onto Braylon this turn. And another straight maneuver. And that's bumping into Aiden. All right, here's Wedge. Coming in straight. Look at that cluster. Beautiful. All right, his S-foils are open. He will have that 3rd attack die. So we're getting a target lock here. Waiting for his choice. And he's going at Howl Runner. That probably means that Aiden's going to get used this turn, Island ability. All right, here we go. Range 3 from Wedge. Burns the lock's gonna hold on to the focus. And just goes 2. So it's a range 3 shot. Oof. He's just gonna go take 2 on Howl Runner. Howl Runner's not dead, so. And there's no crits there, so you just hold on to it. Howl Runner ability, 2 hits. going into 10 nub. That's a shield on another card. Wampa spending charge, range 1. Whiffs there. Only 2 hits. Still gonna take 2 though. And 10 nub is down. Before he even gets to shoot with Swarm Tactics. Using Swarm Tactics, Scott was able to get those 2 pilots up. All right, Andy looking at his choices now. With 10 down, 10 is a really, you know, it's hard to lose one of these B-Wings. You know, you want to anticipate them being alive for a long time, you know, being able to take their punches, but having Swarm Tactics here really helps out Scott being able to initiative kill some of these B-Wings. Braylon is a little bit stronger with the rerolls plus focus. We'll see what he does here. He's going into Sane, 4 hits. He's going to use Iden, ability used. And here's Scene into Braylon. 1 crit and cancels it out. Adds the 1 damage into Braylon. That's a card. Adds the extra dice here with Braylon. Howl Runner reroll. 2 hits. Spends the focus for 3. Scott? Hold on 1 second. Gideon is yellow. Yeah, he did have a focus. Okay. So it's got 2 shields down. All right. And we're back to dials. That was a lot of swinging there. So in the opening, I had talked about Wedge kind of being out of the fight and these B-Wings leading the way. I think it would have been just a lot better of an engage if Andy had all his ships, you know, in a more aggressive position to try to pop some of these TIE fighters. I think target selection on Andy's side could have been better as well. He's taken, you know, I know that you want to get Howl Runner, but you try to take advantage of what you can get, I think, in this situation. He had a couple range 2 shots into Gideon there that he could have taken. But instead, you know, he went long range and did no damage. Yeah, that was a bad exchange for Andy for sure. And on top of that, you know, Andy's stress ability is really not kicking in. So Braylon, this is going to be a hard turn. You know, if we look at the maneuvers here for B-Wings, you know, they have a 2K, but if 2 TIE fighters just stack in front of him, he cannot make the 2K. It does not fit. All right. Oh, it's pretty cool. We got some different languages going on in the chat. I have no idea what you're saying. Have fun. Welcome to Gold Squadron Podcast. Braylon might have the one Talon roll this way open depending on what Scott does here, but Scott can definitely block that up if he wants to. Hard turning with the initiative ones there at the bottom. Has the focus. Bump there with the hard one. Cassian coming in, 2 straight. Braylon is at 3 hull because of Sen Marana's ability. Anybody looking at the overlay? I know it looks a little bit funky, but that's an easy one to miss, including myself. All right. Looks like a purposeful 2K to get stressed here. Essentially giving him an action. So we got Bump City. So Sen is going to bump as well. It's going to be bumping into Cassian. That's Gideon. Good clean placement. Probably just leave that template under there. It's usually the solution. Keep those ships moving. Hello, Austria. How are you doing today? And another one hard that does not fit. Just moving forward. And drop on the target lock there. Iden and Wampa get swarm tacticked up to I-5. Wedge shoots first, though, at initiative 6. Range 2 into Wampa, into Howl Runner. Has a lock. Only 2, and it's going to eat it. Howl Runner out of the game. That's 43 points. Now we're at I-5s. Iden firing range 1. Hit crit, no Howl Runner rerolls anymore. Braylon's ability reroll. Hit crit, 2 shields. Shields are down. Wampa will use range 1, has an ability, 4 dice. Only 1. Then Braylon gets out of that. Iden's ability has been burned already earlier in the game, which is why we just lost Howl Runner there. Using Braylon rerolls. 2 evades, safe. All right, Sane going first. Range 1. Two shields on Cassian. Cassian back at Sane. Hit, crit. Let's see, is it a direct? Council Fire. Next turn, we'll see. That's the Academy. Into Braylon, 2 crits. Panic Pilot. And direct hit. Braylon goes down. People saying, give that Academy a promotion. Academy Ace, move that up to Black Squadron. A couple people questioning the formation that Scott chose to have with the Initiative 1s on the outside and bottom of the column. Honestly, it's worked out. I think it has to do more with maybe the order of abilities that he wants to get off with swarm tactics rather than using it as a blocker. Leia is still active, or hasn't even been used yet. We'll see if Andy chooses to do it. You have the stop available. Looks like Andy's ready to go. Scott trying to choose wisely. He wants to get Sen a action so that she can flip that Council Fire, avoid dying. All right, Leia popped. Starting with Wampa, 2 bank. I'm not even sure that moves. Might get in the crevice there. Gonna have to mark everything. So does not clear. Oh, sorry, forgot the single hit point left over there. So Scott ahead, 95-59. Looks like he's going through options for a target lock. Coordinate to wedge. Andy needs to take out at least 2 TIE fighters this turn. I mean, that's the max TIE fighters you can take out. But I think I would rather have a modifier on Cassian as well. Not for defense, but for offense. You need to make sure his gun matters, especially when you're behind. You got to make sure, you know, you want the consistency of wedge for sure, but I think modifiers on both might be better. Gideon busting a K-turn there. Throwing down the stress. Oops. And all right, getting that guy out of the way. All right. Waiting for an action here on wedge. All right, so he's barrel rolling. Preston Bitzer, thank you for your super chat. It said put Josh Wicker on stream next. What's he running? Maybe. Two crits. And 2 eyeballs. Shield crit. Looks like a direct hit. Cassian evades. All right, gone. Looks like that was Cassian, range 1. Scott's got to deal the cards. Okay, Sen's taken off the board. Scott, did you roll for console fire? Did you roll for console fire? Yeah, it was flip for an action. All right, we got 28 minutes left in the round. Just waiting for these TIE fighters, see if they can take out Cassian and Wedge, or if Wedge, I mean, Wedge is still pretty clean here. Only lost a single shield. So Leia has been used this last turn. Stopping causes a bump with Gideon on the backside, but honestly would probably only give you a shot on probably on Wampa. Maybe Cassian tries to get into a spot where he can. I don't know if is there a spot where he can actually get an action, be in range 2 of Wedge, and get Wedge out of that debris, out of the way of that debris. No, I don't think so. We'll see what he does. All right, we start with the initiative 1s here. Get that ship out the way. Here's the Academy pilot, 2 straight. He's starting to pressure Wedge. Say, hey, if you turn this way, going to get you. Barrel rolling out of the hard 2, if that's what Wedge does. And because of the angle, we'll probably have a shot. I see somebody in the chat asking, if you register for the Seattle System Open, you can't make it unexpectedly. Do you still get the damage deck and swag? You do not, unfortunately. You got to be present. At least that's what I've seen. But I would contact Cascade Games, maybe. So. All right, and there's the rotate. It's too much. Hard 1 here. Barrel as far forward as possible. And too hard over the debris. Cassian will be able to hook him up with an ability. Next turn, get rid of that stress. No damage, only on crits. Got a little swarm tactics action, bringing using Iden to bring one of those initiative 1s up to I4. Wedge firing on Gideon. Gideon's sitting at full at the moment. 3 dice, hit crit. And those both stick. Let's see what it is. Hit and direct hit. Gideon gone off the table. Oh, that's not a direct hit. Sorry, I got excited. That was a damage engine. Ah, I saw the D. I'm sorry, guys. Damage engine. Hard turns. Sorry, we got you all excited. I got excited too. 1 hit. And that's a damage card onto onto Cassian. And Cassian's got a range 2. Hit, crit, crit. Poof. Gone. Boom shakalaka. Academy pilot. He was just promoted. If you ever play on Gold Squadron podcast stream, please do not wave crit cards in front of the camera. We cannot see. Place them in the dice box. Honestly, that's my fault. I forgot to tell them. All right, so Cassian doing a little bit of work there. Scott 121, Andy 112. Wedge didn't take any damage that turn. You're saying there's still a chance? Yeah, there is. Cassian has the ability to remove the stress from Wedge next turn. Move, give Wedge some type of modifier, and he can K-turn Wedge. Has some shots on target. Though, of course, Scott also has the option of taking one of these TIE fighters and trying to block the K-turn, though, right? You start getting like next level, like, well, what else could you do? Of course, Wedge can just go 1 forward and just blast somebody as well. I'm curious to see what happens here. You got Gideon able to hop over if he'd like to try to block that 1 forward, though that would still give a shot to Wedge. Ooh, I'm really excited to see what's happening. This is a good game. This is going to come down to the wire. Andy needed a little bit of luck, and looks like he found it. This turn is really going to matter, though. Andy's got to take out at least another TIE fighter to have a chance. Leia should have 2 down here. Oops, we'll go yellow. Should have 2. Cassian uses the ability. Focus on Wampa. Ooh, hard 2, okay. Just trying to keep that arc relevant. All right, that covers. Yeah, that 4K is looking real good right now. Oh, that 4K is looking even better right now. I think that fits. Come on, Andy. Wedge is not stressed anymore because of Cassian's ability. And hard turn here. Oh, man, this turn can swing for Andy so good. Cassian's not taking any shots this turn. Wedge, hero of the rebellion. Oh, 1 forward bump. Ah. Oh, man, that. Oh. One forward. He's going to be taking 2 shots here. Though he's going to get a range 1. Oh, he might be taking 3 shots. Let's go to the top. Oh, that's close. That's hard to see. All right, range 1. Whiffs. 1 crit, but it might stick. Got him. Direct hit? That's a direct hit. All right, Gideon off the table. All right, Wampa spending a charge. Range 1. 4 dice with a focus. That's 3. They all stick. Shield in 2 cards. That's half points. It looked like Iden did not have a shot there. Cassian did not shoot. All right, I got to go fix a game state issue. Leia should be fully charged now. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I realized I was talking there with the mute on. So we're back, yes. You don't have to attack. Missing an attack is a missed opportunity. I see some people asking about that. There's a 4K. That could swing the game. Andy missing that attack. What I was saying was the confusion may have been the fact that Swarm Tactics from Iden brought Wampa up to a 4, but because on the base plate it says 1, there might just be just like that automatic, oh, he's an initiative 1, he shot, that means we're done. So very easy to miss there. All right, hard turn there. It looks like he's getting an action. That's Iden Versio looking into the face of danger. Oh, don't, you know, people who get a little salty in the chat about people missing triggers and stuff like that, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. People make mistakes, guys. You're human. I bet if I put a camera on every single one of your games, I bet you make mistakes too. It happens. Yes, even forgetting to shoot, I'm sure you have. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. All right, here we go. So Wedge getting turned around there. Leia was popped, but no shots. Gonna get a range 3 through a rock. Oops, looks like our dice camera got shifted by the players. Seems to be just one, but it's gonna stick. There you go, Wampa, taking one. Iden, range one to Cassian, whiffs. Wampa trying to do his thing, whiffs. Debating his options here. He's got a range 2 obstructed or a range 1. No modifiers here. Whew, this is down to the wire, guys. He's going in range 1 tonight, and here we go. 4 dice, 1 hit. Most likely find, and yes. 13 minutes left. This is still anybody's game, guys. We got 679 people watching across Twitch and YouTube. Welcome to the Atlanta System Open. Timo asking, did you count how many miles you've traveled for X-Wing streams? Once around the world is 250,000 miles. Did you move farther? I don't know. I have not been counting. Though, when I do my Australia-Poland trip, I will be literally going around the globe, which is hilarious. Leia now has 1 charge, or should have 1 charge. Not spending that focus earlier in the game, in this last turn, cost half points on Wampa. Of course, you never know, right? Still had shots coming in. Three hard turn. Good to see an active YouTube chat today. It's kind of rare. Love you guys too. 1 hit. But it doesn't do damage on hits, just crits. Double stress there, trying to get a block here on wedge. One bank coming from the U-wing. Cassian trying to clear that stress. Does it make it? It's close. And it's clean. Looks good. All right, drops another focus there. 1 forward would be pretty sweet here. 1 bank, I mean, that works too. You have a focus already from coordinate. He's going to get range 1 here. I say it with prizes, says the YouTube chat. Listen, that's not the way it works. I can only do it from 1. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. All right. So I was pretty sure that didn't clear. Was I incorrect about that? Does not clear. Okay. All right, range 1. Has a focus. Just spend it. 4 hits. Poof. Gone. Another TIE fighter down. Academy Pilot and a Dream. Excuse me, this is what? No, this is Aiden. Right? Aiden and a Dream. That puts Andy up 157 to 148. I want to remind you guys, our giveaways brought to you by District Foundry are coming up after our game. We do giveaways after every round, time allowing, which I think we will. So make sure you guys stick around. We got 9 minutes left on this clock, and then we're going to give away stuff. And literally all you got to do is be in our Twitch chat. Also, want to remind you that today's coverage is brought to you by CurledPawCreatives.com. 20% off, guys. Use code Atlanta2019 for 20% off. No minimums. Whether you just need to get like a couple tokens, or maybe you want just a couple of those the Chad tokens that they say, the stream tokens that we use here. Go ahead and do it. Oh, Andy made a switch over. He said, "I'm in the Twitch chat." There you go. There you go. All right, Andy making the correct strategic choice and getting away. Just stay away. There's no reason to take more damage right now. Let Wedge do the work. Looks like a 3 hard. Seems to be out of target lock range. But I mean, I think you try if you don't want to reposition. Doesn't do an action, it seems. I do not know. I think it was Andrews.
But I didn't see that. I should have noticed when the ghost was. I figured since I have the D on the rect, I'm going to need, since he does curl paw, I'm going to need to get a wounded paw list. That way, every time I draw it, I can remember the pain of the pun.
There you go. Oh, I'm getting trolled by MG Rockwell. Yeah, I was tired that day. Crimson Red templates are going to be our special giveaway for this round. Keith fan, I see you. I can talk about it on the podcast. Not today, though. We got too much stuff going on right now. Looks like there was an issue where they set the wrong dial next to the wrong ship, but one of the dials is illegal. So I'm not sure what's calling the marshal on it. Well, while we're waiting here, we do want to remind you guys about Team USA going to Poland. we're going to be talking about their GoFundMe. They're trying to raise enough money to send Team USA. Like, they're going no matter what. They're trying to cover the cost here. We're giving away T-shirts. No more water?
No more water.
No, no. Okay.
I'll track somebody down.
I think that U-wing might be possibly going off the board. I guess if he's doing like a too hard away. We'll see what Ian says. Right, yeah, they mixed it out. Just trying to figure out what happened with which. It's Ian Hamp taking a look here at what the issues are. I'm just listening here, guys, see what the ruling is. All right, so it has been declared that the move is too forward. For the illegal maneuver. And Wedge's move must be a legal one then. You got two, they got 250. They got 250. All right, TIE Fighter taking a shot. 2 hits. And Gas Cloud doing its thing, no damage. 2 minutes left. Leia should be active this turn. Dice box getting knocked all kinds of way around. Go ahead and hide that for now till we need it. We just hit 700 viewers. Hello. X-Wing, you are Legion. People asking, how do you get Twitch Prime? If you have Amazon Prime, go to your Amazon account. Under like services, you find, oh, that's a stop. Okay, gonna rotate. All right, pointing to that top there. I mean, being at that 45-degree angle makes it really tough to actually have a shot. Screaming in here, 5 straight. Hasn't taken half points on Iden yet. Choosing the barrel roll. No modifiers there. Three hard from Wedge. Might get blocked. Time in the round. Stream game, time in the round. This is going to be the last turn. All right. 1 hit. That's not going to be enough. Needed both. And there should be the handshake there. But he's going to go for the shot just to see what might happen. See if he can get some extra points out of it. Why not? 1 gets 1. Not half points, though. Good game. Thank you so much to Scott and Andy for playing. We're going to move on to, you know what we're going to do. You know what we're going to do now. We're going to do giveaways. Now, if you haven't been watching, if you're not familiar with Gold Squadron Podcast, we do all types of giveaways. And each of these rounds, we've been knocking out our sub goal. You can see it up there. And the top sub, other side, the top sub goal was 180. We just hit 201. We're doing quite well. So what are we going to do here? The major helper for us getting those the subs, his name is Isofan. If you're not familiar with him, he's like, I'm going to call him like the leader of our supporters. He's like the general, okay? He said, you know what? Even though I cracked open the sub goal early, I want you to only do one of these special items around. I said, all right, let's make it happen. So this round, we're doing our Crimson Red Gold Squadron Pod class templates. Only 12 sets of these were made, so very exclusive. Only 12 sets here. Our giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry. Take a look. Check them out on Etsy. They do awesome work. Card dividers, all types of things. Make sure to look them up. All right, so what we're going to do here. What? Yeah. So Josh Halt sitting next to me saying, oh, are we doing giveaways? I'm going to try to win one right now. So, Josh, how do you participate in the giveaways?
I don't know. You probably type something in the chat, right?
Right, exactly. Just got to type something in the chat. That's it. That's all you got to do to win.
Turn off cellular data for
He's turning on cellular data for me. Look at that. Look at that dedication.
job. Because of you, man. Come on, Matt. I gotta win this. I gotta win this thing.
He's trying to win a raffle.
You're done?
Oh, I'm done.
You went out?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So we're going to pull out our next pile of cards.
Vader Cruz is too good.
All right. We need one of those. Oh, that's appropriate. Okay, so we're going to do that. Alrighty. So we got some cards, and we got that sweet set of templates. So the first card here we're going to give away is a Finch. Now, before we go ahead and actually start giving away the cards, I want to remind you guys, how do you claim your prizes? Exclamation point win, type that in the chat, no spaces, and a link will come up. Now, if you're on the Android app, when you click the link, it actually won't open up to the Google Doc. You'll have to click open in browser, and you'll be able to fill it out there. It's important to note, you must fill it out completely and have all the information on there. If all the information isn't on there, your prize will not ship. And if you put your information in incorrectly and it bounces back to me, you also will not be getting your prizes. It's really important. Make sure you get it right so that I can get you your prizes. Estimated shipping time for prizes is about 4 to 6 weeks. We got a lot of stuff going on here at Gold Squadron Podcast, but I promise you'll get your stuff. Alrighty, guys. First card here, Finch Dallow. The winner is... Boom. You type anything. Foley M2, congratulations for your win. You didn't win that one. You didn't win. All right, here we go. Next one, we got Lorik. Here we go. Lorik, who's getting that loot? 3, 2, 1, roll it. Maze Rim, congratulations. Next one here, we're going to go with the X-Wing programmers. #tech. All right. There's all our X-Wing programmers who do amazing work. I think Sir George is the one who actually sent these to me. This is the Countess. No, sorry, not Countess. I keep saying Countess. Countdown. There's programming jokes in here, apparently. I don't know anything about computer programming, though. So to some people, this is funny. To others, it just looks cool. I just think it looks cool. I don't understand this. All right, here we go. Who's going to be getting the countdown? 3, 2, 1. Ulris 47. See, this is what everybody's doing at home, going like, dang it, I wanted that. All right, next one. We have Darth Maul. Darth Maul Inc. series in that sweet ride of his, that Sith Infiltrator. All right, who's going to be getting that? 3, 2, 1, boom. Edupire Escape 95? Edupire
Empire, South Carolina, 95.
That's right. It could be Edupire, South Carolina 95. But you, person, you win. All right. Next one, very thematic with this last match. We have this FFG official Howl Runner car. Check that out. Giving orders like, hey, listen, you, don't suck. Hey, you, also don't suck. All right. Here we go. Howl Runner. Who's getting a Howl Runner? Are you getting a Howl Runner?
That might happen.
Nope.
Yes.
Blizzard Walker. Congratulations. Alrighty. The next one, we're starting to get into some of our premium stuff here. This is out of the Onyx Squadron. This is Kylo Claus. All right. This is a holographic Kylo sitting on his throne, dressed in his Santa suit, bringing the galaxy order. All right. All hail the Supreme Leader. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Fundo. And the last of our cards. Here we go. Yeah, Frosted Poe. I saw people going, do you have any extra Frosted Poes? Yeah, I got you, Frosted Poe, baby. Right here. Frosted Poe. Who's going to be getting this in their mailbox? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Frosted Poe goes to Action Bertard. Bam. That's for you. You're welcome.
Action,
Beat. That's not your name. Your Twitch name is Josh Holt. It's not, isn't it? What is it? What?
AZ Zone.
Oh, AZ Zona. All right. Now, last but certainly not the least, we got the big prize for this round: the Crimson Red Gold Squadron podcast templates. Who's going to be the lucky winner? Is it going to be you? How about you? You? Yeah? Oh. Let's find out. It could be this guy. Ryan A. Lunacy is sitting on the floor going like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 3, 2, 3. See, if I scroll up here, here's the list of everybody.
I want to make sure I'm in the list.
Are you in the list?
There I am.
Yeah, see, you're in the list right there.
Double points or something like that. You can do that.
No, I can't do that.
Am I
That's unethical.
Do you get double points for like being a subscriber?
If you're a subscriber, you get 10 times more luck.
Dang it, no wonder
10 times more luck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The winner. I got people here. This is Little Fish. Little Fish 0424. You're not Little Fish anymore. You're a big fish. You remember that. Never, never, ever forget that. All right, guys. So we're going to take a little break here. Have they put out pairings for the next round yet? Yes. They just put them out. All right. Round 4 coming up like at 5 minutes, guys. Here we go. Round 4. Ah!